One more voicemail of Truth and Reason before we head to break. This one, again, about the Browns' passing offense. Popular topic.
Hey, this is Dion from Akron. Got a question about our receivers. Why is everybody so quick to give up on the receivers? We can't even give a fair assessment of the receivers because the quarterback play was so bad.
Well, Scott, I would say the quarterback play was bad. But there wasn't, and we've kind of alluded to it and danced around, there wasn't the separation that you want to see. Jarvis was playing with a sprained MCL. So he's playing on 1.5 legs. I'll give him that. But, man, if you can't look at that and say, there is nobody in that receiving core that the defense is going to sit there and say, man, if he gets the ball, we are in trouble. We got to know who is that guy?
Yeah, he's not there, I don't think. But I will, from the caller, I will say it's too early to make a final judgment on who Donovan Peoples-Jones is. Because he looked good in limited attempts as a rookie, had an outstanding second training camp, and then, kind of plateaued in his second season. I thought there were still glimpses. A couple of drops, a big drop early in that Baltimore game. You mentioned the lack of separation. I think that is true. I think he probably doesn't run the whole route tree like you need him to, right? There's certain routes you can run him on and he'd have more success just because it takes longer to get going and things like that. But he's a bigger body. I thought at some point maybe he could be a 2. He's probably better off as a 3rd receiver, right? So it means you got to go get 2 guys or keep Jarvis and go get a number 1. But I think it's unfair to judge exactly who Donovan Peoples-Jones can be. And the same for Anthony Schwartz, right? He wasn't on the field enough, but he's got to prove that he's a football player and not just a fast guy. And he just didn't get enough chances. He was hurt. He had other issues. But he's got a lot of improvement to make to become that guy that scares the defense more than kind of as a fluke guy.
Yeah, and the other thing about Donovan Peoples-Jones, remember, they drafted him as kind of a project guy. He was a late pick. And then when Odell left, Jarvis is banged up. He kind of got thrown up the receiving chain pretty quickly, probably quicker than the Browns really wanted him to. So keep that in that perspective as well.